Welcome to our very first stream for The Office. Let's talk The Office, right? We're gonna this one right here is gonna be just kind of an opening of what I want to talk about through these streams. Uh, hey, Scotty. Uh, yeah, give me the update. Mic, okay, everybody? I always have to. I'm always freaking out that I wear the mic and then I'm worried about it the whole time. But yeah, this is going to be talking about the different seasons of The Office. Uh, and oh, yes, good. So I can continue. Uh, yeah, talking about the different seasons. I was a fan all the way up until Steve Carell left. Michael Scott is his character name. Once he left, I think that the show went downhill. Like people's opinions on that as well. But I watched a couple of episodes. I've seen a couple of episodes after he left, and it looks like they were struggling, if you ask me. Um, but when I do rewatch it again, I think it went from 2005 to 2013. I think was the timeline. I'm gonna try to have more facts and my stuff together for some of these other shows, but I think it went from 2005 to 2013. And I kind of came up with this just a few days ago to start doing this stream. Scotty does his live gaming on on our show, and if you don't know our show and if you're new to our show, we do lots of different things. This is one of them now. Uh, how long this will go, we'll see. Hopefully, get some traction. Hopefully, the Office fans will start showing up and chatting on the chat and throwing out some ideas. Uh, I might have some guests on this live stream as well for this stuff that are also Office fans as well. But yeah, this is just the opening one to talk about what this stream will be about. And when we talk about the characters, I know there's lots of different characters on this show. Uh, my favorite is Michael Scott. He's my favorite. Um, Dwight was obviously a character in a character. uh, Dwight is pretty awesome on the show. Uh, Jim's pretty popular as well. Uh, Scott. So for you that don't know, Scott, part of the Scott and Joe show, is his name Michael Scott. So there's that. Uh, Throwing that out there for you. Uh, like I said, we'll talk about our favorite uh, seasons. Season one was rough, if you ask me. Uh, they were trying to find their way, and some of the backstory on season one is they changed the character of Michael Scott from season one. So if you watch it back, he had like slick back hair, like all the way slick back, and he was kind of a jerk of a boss. I guess you could say, from what I saw from the first season, and then they kind of made him a guy that kind of is an idiot, I guess you could say. But the character that they made him on going into season two and going forward as that character was a much better one. I think they almost didn't make it after season one because the character was disliked so much. And season one, I still watch it. It's got its moments. It's funny. Uh, and then, like I said, season two, I think it really started taking off. And then Lots of good episodes from there. I liked them all with Michael Scott in there. I can't remember what season it was. I think it was either 8 or 9. I think it was 9 that was his last season. I think it went 11 or 12 seasons altogether. But again, I'm gonna get all of my facts together, everybody. I'm gonna give you all the facts and the numbers and the right dates and everything else. But I do know this date. This is why I'm doing this on Tuesdays. Is this used to come on live on NBC on Tuesdays? There you go. So there's that. Uh, and also, I just wanted to look at some of the background on some of the characters themselves, how they, you know, auditioned, how they got their part uh, for the show. You know, some background stuff as well. The Office Tuesdays. Yep. Thank you, Gigi. Um, we put out a couple of shorts. Again, this was just kind of me coming up with my idea about 2 days ago. I think Sunday. What day is it now? Wednesday? Tuesday. It's just Tuesday because you're doing your stream on Tuesday, Joe. Okay. Yeah, so it's Tuesday. So Monday, yeah, 2 days ago, I kind of came up with this, ran it by Scott. I said, hey, I want to try something. So we're going to try this for a few weeks, see if, just like The Office, if this gets some traction. Uh, I know I'm a part of a Facebook Office group, and there's lots of people that come in there. There's lots of very, very, very big fans of the show. Uh, so I'm hoping they can come in, chat, kind of tell me, you know, give me some ideas, what they want to talk about, what we can talk about, uh, what, some of their favorite, we can discuss some of their favorite episodes and shows. So again, that's kind of what this is going to be about. And I thought this might go for a while, but I don't know how much longer I can go. But I guess uh, I can. Did they have office supplies? They sold paper, Scott. They sold paper there. It's a paper company. Dunder Mifflin is the paper company, and yeah, that's what they sold. They sold paper from the office, and yep, we'll like I said, we're gonna go over. So they had toilet paper in the bathrooms. They sold like paper, like printing paper, and then later on, they actually got bought out by another company and sold printers. And then again, I don't know where some of this other stuff went. Later on, I watched one that was getting really weird into the seasons, and I just, again, lost interest. And I would try to click over, and I did try to stick with it, but after Michael Scott left, I think that the show just didn't know where to go. Uh, if also, we'll talk about guest stars and guest people that were on the show. Like for instance, Will Ferrell was on the show for a little while. He was actually the boss for a few episodes, and I'm a huge Will Ferrell fan. But uh, just like quite a few other people, I wasn't a big fan of his character on the show when he was the boss. He had a couple of funny parts, but at the end of the day, it's like they couldn't replace him, in my opinion. It seemed like it just fell apart. And I just read the other day that they tried to negotiate with Steve Carell on coming back, and I think he sent them an offer. Uh, Never heard back. Sent them another, message. Never heard back. And then I think the deadline for his contract and everything else came up for the next season, uh, which is kind of, if you could tell, they kind of wrote him off a little bit there at the end of that season. But he did come back for the very, very last episode, of course, uh, which, was good because I think not just a big part of the show. I think, like again, I'm gonna tell you, I think he was the show, uh, and then everybody else was um, just characters that brought it together as well. I mean, I think the show was very, very popular for a few reasons. Uh, One, people were just like normal people in an office. It wasn't like a bunch of really, really uh, beautiful women and dudes that just look like models. It was, you know, Kevin Malone was a regular looking dude. Uh, Creed was an older guy, which was, I think it was actually his name. I think that was actually his real name was Creed as well in real life. And he was a weird guy. Um, but again, I think that's why it had a lot of popularity. Is like, those were people you probably see in an office based, in a regular office type of setting. Meredith, uh, and just a few of the other ones that were in there. I think that was, hey, Stan man, welcome. Stan, I don't know if you even watched The Office, but welcome, Bubba. Uh, yeah, I'm glad you popped in. And uh, spread the word that I'm doing this on Tuesdays. I'm gonna try to make it at 7. I'm gonna have to make it some different times sometimes, but Tuesday will be my day that I plan to do it. Hey AI, hey there. I know she's an Office fan, uh, and if you can tell, I travel, so a lot of this will be at hotels most of the time. And since I'm somewhat bored at a hotel, I like to talk about and it seems like I have some communication with the outside world and some people. Uh, Got me a show I can do. So I'm excited. I think uh, I know my son was watching it a little bit, and I was kind of excited about that because I think this has been a really crazy, like a generational uh, show. So back in 2005, some of these kids that are watching it weren't even born, or very, very little. Um, and I think it's becoming popular with like teenagers and 20-year-olds, and I'm an older guy, 40, 41. Uh, but I watched it again when it originally aired when I was 20 something. So there you go. But uh, I wanted to have my thing as well. Scotty's got his gaming. I can't always be there. I'm in the chat all the time. Uh, so we're all so old. This is true. Uh, but I'm in the chat with Scott. But Scott puts a lot of effort out there, and he does a lot of the live streams. I wanted something, uh, and hopefully this does well, and I'm excited about it. Stan, I don't know if Stan stuck around, if he just popped in to say hi. Either way, thanks for stopping in, Stan. And I don't know if Stan watches The Office or not, but if you haven't, Stan, you need to watch it. Again, get past season 1, get through season 1, and I almost guarantee it, you'll start getting hooked or roped in or invested into the show, because I didn't miss it when it came on live on Tuesdays. Because back in the day, everybody, we didn't have uh, like Hulu and a lot of things. There was a couple of things where you could like record shows and stuff, but we didn't have those things. Uh, we kind of just watched them whenever they came out. And back then, Netflix would send you like video games and movies on discs, on CDs. Yeah, I don't think anybody has CDs hardly anymore. I think that everything is streamed just about. So talking talking old. Hey, aggressively funny. That hardcore parkour, that was that was a great episode. Yeah, thank you, aggressively funny. That was one of my favorites. That was an opening scene where Steve Carell and I think Andy and Dwight are all doing parkour, and then they're jumping off stuff, doing things, uh, kicking lamps and stuff, and then they go outside and they're still doing it. They try to land on a box, but they go right through the box, and that's when it ends. But that was a what we call for the show a cold opening. They had some great. Oh, we can, and that's another one. We can just do about the cold openings. Your favorite cold opening. They have lots and lots of great cold openings uh, throughout the seasons. Great ones. You know, aggressively funny. Thank you for stopping in. Uh, this reminds me, kids, get your homework done. Sorry. Um, but I'm excited about this. I hope we can get good traction. I hope we can get a lot of people to coming in and like aggressively funny just talked about hardcore parkour. Uh, that was a very 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 funny cold opening. Probably one of my favorites. I laughed so hard on that one. Um, we can talk about Steve Carell and or Michael Scott not being able to use the baler in the warehouse. Uh, they wouldn't let him use it because they thought he would either kill himself or kill somebody else. And that's a great episode where he can't use the baler. Uh, threat level midnight, yes. Uh, that is another great one. Aggressively funny. I'm so glad you popped in because this is what I want. Things like this reminded me, and I've got to go back and I've got to watch some episodes again and uh, go over some of these classic episodes that they have. I think it comes on Peacock. I think it comes on Peacock now, and it comes on Comedy Central. Plays it quite a bit. I think almost every night at a certain time to a certain time, like 6 episodes in a row, whatever it is. I think you can stream it on Peacock. I'm not sure about Hulu. Somebody check that out for me. See if it comes on Hulu or not. Uh, again, uh, hopefully this kind of generates some people to start watching some episodes again, so they can come on here and chat with me. I think it's going to be great. Uh, really, really excited about this new chapter that we're going to have on the Scott and Joe show. Uh, uh, we might do an extra one where me and Scott are together. Scott hasn't seen a lot of them, uh, but maybe I'll motivate him to start watching more episodes. I know he's seen a couple of them. It was on Hulu. It's not on Hulu anymore. Uh, but I did get confirmation from somebody. I think it is on Peacock. But I think obviously Peacock is like the NBC channel, so yeah, it should be on there, right? It's like the NBC streaming platform. So really, really excited uh, about this and where it can go, and like I said, hopefully it can get some good traction uh, going forward. And yeah, uh, anybody else want to throw anything else out? One of their favorite characters? Who's somebody else's favorite characters out there? Because I told you of mine, Michael Scott. It is on Peacock. Thank you, Scotty, uh, with the Peacock sign up there. I saw Harrison had a bunch of comments on this before it came on, so that was pretty cool. But yep, I want to get lots of people coming through uh, and get some discussion going. Next week, I think I will start with Dwight Schrute. There you go, AI. Dwight Schrute is very, very popular. Scott, yep, Michael Scott, which is ironic because Scott's a boss too. I don't know if he's going to get some crap at work for that now, but there he goes. I did get approval from him before talking about that he was Michael Scott. He said Scott. We do have some apparel coming out, some hats. They're being made. Uh, Again, if you go through our channel, we've got lots and lots of stuff. We're big on music. We got lots of shorts on music. I actually do a lot of golfing, but I thought to myself, winter's coming. I need to be part of the show. You're stuck inside. Watch The Office. Watch The Office. Click on it. You'll love it. It's very, 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 very funny. One of my favorites was one of my episodes was the casino night. I like that one a lot uh, for a few reasons. I mean, I got to go back and watch because there's ones that I forgot how good they were until I watched them again. And there's just some that I mean, I laugh all the way from the beginning to the end. That is great. Um, yeah, I'm excited about this. I hope you all tune in. I'm gonna I'm gonna keep these probably within the 20 to 30 minute range, I would think. Watch the Scott and Joe show on cold nights. Yep, that's true, Scott. Office Olympics, that one's a good one. AI, yes, yes, yes. Uh, I think Michael bought a condo. I think he bought a condo that on that episode, and they were doing Office Olympics, and they had these like medallions and stuff that they were winning, like silver, gold, and all this, and it was just like different Office games that they were coming up with, and then they were having the closing ceremonies, and they had like little doves coming by and stuff, and they had little podiums that they're all standing on, and then Michael comes in because he's been all day trying to get his condo, and then he they go, "What's going on?" "Oh, this is for you." And they give him a gold one. I don't think he's getting it because he got the condo or something, but it's just another funny one. Uh, but yeah, that one. See, when you name one, it sparks it up here in my old brain, and it starts turning. So I dare you to try to test me in the next few minutes on any episodes with Michael Scott in them, and see if I can't tell you what that episode was about. Ooh, you think about that one? Uh, so yeah, we're gonna have. I think we're gonna have fun with this, everybody. I'm having fun already, and I think next week, maybe that's what we'll do. Next week we'll do office trivia. See if you can stomp me on some office trivia, and we'll see who can win. We'll see who can win on some office trivia. I think we need to have a marathon of watching Scott. Yep. Uh, Gigi, um, I know you're not huge fans of it, and that's okay. Uh, but if you can stick through, like I said, that first season, if you start from the beginning of it, it is a little slow that first season. Um, but there are some great, great episodes out there. Michael starts his own business. He quits and starts his own paper business. That one's really good and really funny. Oh, he burned himself on a George Foreman grill. That one's great. That one's probably one of my favorites, actually. The George Foreman grill is really good. Um, so there's great ones. I'm excited about this. Like I said, everyone, uh, wasn't the show where someone was eating someone else's lunch from the refrigerator? Yes, um, there was, but I'm not sure if that's what the whole episode was about. But I know there's an episode where somebody was eating uh, other people's food, um, and I think Pam got mad about it, and then somebody was, eating her sandwich or something was happening. But I have to remember that one. Yeah, there was an episode of that. Um, there was the one with the guy that flashed somebody in the parking lot. That's a that's a classic one. That one's really good. It's probably one of my favorite ones too. That one's hilarious. Uh, and then the pranks that Jim do does pranks that Jim do the pranks Jim does on Dwight. I can't talk. I'm so excited. Uh, the pranks. I can do a whole thing on that one as well. But I think next Tuesday, tune in. That one was good. Yep. See, I'm pointing right at your comment. Thank you, AI. That one was good too. Uh, so next week will be. You got to give me a trivia, and I'm gonna see if I can get it right. So you can stomp me. Uh, don't pick up something very random. I like to try to do ones about episodes, like an episode about this, and let me see if I can say a few things about that episode that happened. I think that's what we'll try next week. So this is going to be um, a weekly live stream. Try to do it uh, again Tuesdays. Tune in, and it's going to be fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm glad this was better than I thought already. It's all my people talking. Stan stopped in. Thank you, Stan. But uh, my people are here supporting this and supporting the Scott and Joe show. So thank you. Very happy that Aggressively Funny popped in. That makes me super happy. I think Aggressively Funny can come up with some great uh, episodes to talk about and shows. And yeah, I'm going to cut it about 30 minutes because, again, that's how long The Office was. Wasn't it? It wasn't an hour long, was it? I don't think you can do an hour. It's only 30 minutes. Yeah, it's 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes. So I'm coming up on my 30 minutes, and uh, I'm going to try to fill 30 minutes at least. And if I get requests later on to go longer, I'll do my best. But I think I'm going to do about a 30-minute live stream on Tuesdays. And that's the plan. What do y'all think? Y'all excited? Uh, I am. Have I said that yet? I'm trying to fill in this last 2 minutes. These last 2 minutes the best I can. It's like I filled in 28 minutes like it was nothing, and I got to fill in 2 minutes, and it might go over 30 minutes if I start getting riffing on something as well. But let's put up some shorts of The Office on our channel as well. Hopefully, get some of those fans kind of coming through, uh, and then we'll kind of keep an eye on it on how many views it gets after it goes from a being live to being a video, and maybe we'll get more traction from that. But I think I've got lots and lots of content here, Scotty. The Dundies, yes, the Dundies was great. That was one of the best ones. Uh, but yes, the Dundies was one of my favorites. I say one of my favorites. I can tell you, y'all start naming this stuff. Oh, the one where they think that Stanley's going to get poached by a previous employee. Well, a previous employee at that branch. She goes to another branch to become a branch manager, and they think that she's gonna take Stanley. What was her name? The one that dated she dated Jim before he started dating Pam. What was her name? Oh my God! See, I stopped myself. My mind went blank. I'm gonna have to get notes and put my notes up and put all the characters up there. I know who she is. She's pretty popular. She's been in a lot of different shows and movies as well. Prison Mike is my favorite, and Scott's Tots. Those are great. AI, you're awesome. Those are great. Uh, Prison Mike came up because an employee had a felony, part of a program. So that one's an awesome one. And then they started quizzing the guy about prison, and Michael Scott got embarrassed that that GPS one is great. Yes, drives the rental into a pond, or not a pond, but like a little lake. It's telling me to go there. The computer tried to kill us. But yeah, that one's great. So I'm looking at my 30 minutes, everybody. I am so excited about this. I think this can be a really good stream. Um, and next week, do your homework. See if you can stump me. Uh, we'll have a different thumbnail for. Um, we're gonna call it the office trivia. So see what y'all can do to stump me. I think I can do pretty well. Uh, but we'll see who gets the most. I'm not trying to keep up a tally of who gets the most. Yeah, the one where he ran over Meredith, the marathon, because he ran her over, and then they figured out she had rabies. From another great episode where a bat was in the office and she got bit by a bat, and then a few episodes later, uh, Michael hits her with his car, and they find out she has rabies, and then they do a marathon, a race for the cure. That one is great. That one is really, really good. Again, everybody, you go back and you're just amazed about how great some of these were. Uh, Michael Scott ate fettuccine for carbs, and he threw that up later on the marathon. But yeah, that one was great. AI, you're killing it. You're keeping me going here because you you spark it, and I remember it after you say it. But yeah, there's lots of great ones. So there's the one where they have the fire. Ryan started the fire, the temp, and you made it 30 minutes. I did. I surpassed it. I can't believe it. It really blew by when I started getting some feedback. So this is the great thing. I really want this to happen. Lots of chat. That's going to help out big. And again, everybody, watch the show. See if you can stomp me. See if you can come up with some good trivia questions, and see if I can get the answers. So I'm excited about that next week. Trivia next week, everybody. Stump Joe on the Scott and Joe Show for The Office. Hey, and I'm watching the show tonight. Thanks, Scott. And this might prompt some people that never watched it. Hey, I didn't wear my hat. Kind of did the hair. I want to look more official, like office-like. I've got a couple of office shirts I'll wear for the streams, and I have some Funko Pop office things that I'm gonna start setting up in areas maybe where we can see them. I'm gonna try different things. It's gonna be hard being set up in some hotels because again, I travel for work. AI, love you. Thank you for stopping in, everybody. Monkey's here. Thank you, Monkey. I did say Funko Pop, Scott. Hey, I was trying to get off the stream here, but we're still going. Monkey popped in. Monkey, have you ever seen The Office before? I don't know if it's very popular with that that young of kids. I mean, my son's 14, and he got into it. He watched quite a few episodes, but uh, the younger generational people. Hey, Minnie's popped in. God dang, everybody's popping in now. Thank you so much. So much love. We appreciate it. And yeah, stay in the chat it up. Even if you don't know about The Office, say hi, come in, talk. Scott and Gigi are here, uh, but we're trying to talk about The Office a little bit. AI probably went to go eat some dinner, and I appreciate AI stopping, and that was a great help to me tonight. As Scott would say, much love. I won't steal your catchphrases, Scott. But next week, do your homework, everybody. Come in, see if you can stop me. Now I had to get the seasons, and I'm out and make the stipulations because I've watched the seasons with Michael Scott in it until he leaves. I've seen that at least three times all the way through, from season one all the way to the end. Season one all the way in, and then again it comes on Comedy Central. So I'm flipping through the TV. Sometimes I'll catch some of the episodes. Again, if it's one where Andy is the boss, I just click it to the next channel. Hate to say that. No offense, Andy, if you're watching. Probably not. But they still do a lot of things. They still come in and do their office reunions, and they've done lots of podcast things I think they have going on as well. Because like I said, it's still very popular after almost 20 years. 18, I guess it would be, right? Yep, 18. How was your day? It was good, Minnie. Thank you. My day was very good. Did some driving today. Drove up from Odessa, went to Amarillo for a little while, did some calls out there for some customers for my job, and then ended up in Lubbock. So I'm in Lubbock tonight. I'll be in Lubbock for the week. Next week, be back in Texas as well at a new location. So, everybody, thank you. Thank you. Again, do your homework. Can you stop me? And our hats will be coming out. I'm not sure if I'll wear the hat, but I'm sure I will for the show because we're on the show. And then, and then I'm hoping this just progresses more and more. I mean, I'll tell you what, today went better than I expected already. I'm already pumped up. This already went much better than I expected. I appreciate you all. The support we're getting already, the support we've gotten over the first 8 months of our channel. We appreciate everything. And we intend on growing and doing things like this, something new. We're always thinking and innovative on our show, and are open to suggestions for other things as well. But yeah, Scott, I did say Funko Pops, so I will try to set up some Funkos of some of my office Funkos during these streams. And like I said, it might be hard because I might have to obviously readjust my camera in some way. But I'm excited. This went on actually longer than I expected, but I digress. I thank you all. Next week, I plan on the same time. It may change, but I plan on 7 o'clock Central Standard Time going forward on Tuesdays. Funko Pops, yes, Scotty. We do have a Funko Pop video coming out soon, featuring Gigi in the Funkos, and yeah, I've tried to end this like 7 times now, and I keep going. That's what she said. Ooh, there we go. Watch The Office, everyone. See who can stomp me the most. See who can be the winner for that night. And I'm very competitive. I plan on being stomped 0 times, 0 times. So that's my challenge. See if you can do it. Any kind of crazy questions? What shirt was they wearing on episode 3? I'm throwing that one out the window. Pow! I don't like those. Definitely, I want to do something where the trivia will be: you give me a uh, a little bit about what the episode was about, and then I will tell you kind of what that episode is, kind of like what we were doing just a little while ago. Uh, so that's the plan. See if you can stomp me. I'm excited. Thank you all. And until next time.